everybody, I'm Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest with me. This is my mom, Julie.
Hello.
We just got back from a vacation to Branson, Missouri, and we picked up some fun books while we were there, and we thought it would be fun to talk about them. If you've never been to Branson before, we highly recommend it. We've been going there every summer since I was a kid, since you and Dad's honeymoon, however many years ago. But we really just recently started finding the bookstores there. We found a few that we like to hit every time. So highly recommend it. If you ever get a chance to go there, go for it. The first place we went to was the Little Bluebird Vintage Boutique, and that's about 30 minutes north of Branson. And it's really not known for books. They've never had books before. It's usually boutique style clothes and home decor and seasonal stuff like that. But they had a new section there with books that were wrapped in like
Blind date books.
Yeah, they're like brown paper, so you couldn't see the book, but there was a little note card tucked into each of them that gave you like little bits and pieces of what the book is about. I didn't keep mine, did you?
Yes. Okay, so the little library card that was stuck in the brown packaging said blind date with a book, 4.7 stars, 256 pages, Christian mystery, suspense, and romance. All right, so the book title is The Starlit Spy by Rachel Scott McDaniel. It says on the back here, Hollywood star turned spy, full of intrigue, adventure, and romance. This series celebrates unsung heroes, the women of World War II. Yeah, but 4.7 stars. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that is good. So I don't know what my note card said, but the one that I got is The Legacy of Rocking K Ranch, and there's 4 different authors: Mary Keneally, DJ Gudger, Becca Whitham, and Kimberly Woodhouse. And I kept all the little things with it that came with it. There was some tabs, bookmarks. I like this one. It says, I'm in my book era. Little magnetized one. And then there was 3 little stickers: book hoarder, book lover, and spending time with my book boyfriends. So those are pretty cute. But
those were in mine too. I just didn't bring them.
So this is 4 different characters, and they're written by 4 different authors. So it should be good. I don't think it has quite as high of a rating.
4 different stories.
Yeah, 4 different stories written by 4 different authors. So I won't read all of them, but we thought that was a fun little thing that they had added. All right, and the next place that we went was Fig Tree, and this store is in the heart of Branson, the Village Shops.
Grand Village Shops.
The Grand Village Shops, and it's a pretty new store. It's only been there for 2 years, maybe?
It'll be 1 year in October.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the owners are super nice. They used to vacation in Branson, and then they decided to open a store there, and we're a little jealous. But I'll link their website down below, and also their Instagram if you want to see what it looks like inside. It's a really cute little store.
Really nice.
You can start with some of yours. We went there 2 times, once at the beginning of our trip and then once at the end, to see if they got anything new in. So
yes.
You do some, and then I'll do mine.
Okay, so one of the books that I got was called Collecting Confidence, and I probably should have read this before I decided to help her on this video.
No.
By Kim Gravel, and I watch Kim Gravel on QVC. I love her clothes, so I thought, why not get her book? The world needs more of who you are, is what it says on the back. I'm just really excited to read this book. It'll be good. All right. If we can contain ourselves here. Another book that I bought is called The Bachelor's Bargain, if I can speak, by Catherine Palmer. And I have never read anything by this author. Ashley hasn't.
I've never even heard of her.
No. So this is new. They had 2 books, but they said that they were standalone novels on the back. So we hope that's correct. It says their wedding is the biggest scandal of the season. No one needs to know. It's also a marriage of convenience. So thought that sounded pretty good. Little Regency era. It's set in England, I think. England, yeah, from America. So
What can be wrong with that?
no, sounds good. Another one that I purchased is by Denise Hunter, Love Unscripted. And I have just really enjoyed Denise Hunter recently. I've read a novel, Proposal, and Bookshop by the Sea, and seems like another one.
Yeah. I'm excited to read her because you've read multiple here in the last month or 2.
Yeah.
And loved them.
Just loved it. So I'm excited to read another one by her.
Looks good. I only got 2 books from there. The first one is A Lady's Guide to Marvels and Misadventure by Angela Bell. I think I've read the back of this one in a different video, so I won't do that, but it's set in London, England in 1860, and it just sounds kind of like a quirky little adventurous book, so kind of different from what I normally read, but I think it is Christian fiction, so Bethany House is the publisher. I've heard kind of mixed reviews on it, so we'll see. And then the other one I got is Eliza Long, Hearts of the Ozarks, Book 1 by Ava McKinney, I think is how you say that. I think she's maybe she's not a local author.
I think she is.
Okay.
Because they had her there for a book signing.
Oh, yeah. They seem to have quite a few book signings at that store, so we've just never been there for one of them. We narrowly missed
Sarah Brunsvold.
Yeah. We
This
were
spring.
just a few hours away from being able to see her,
Yeah.
but this one, I think she's a fairly new author because this book only had like 5 reviews on Goodreads, but it has a horse on the front and it's set in the Ozarks, and so I'm excited to give it a try. I'll let you guys know what I think of it, but yeah.
And then on our second trip back, I got by Susan May Warren, One Last Shot, Alaska Air One Rescue, Book 1. So I have never read anything by Susan May Warren, and you haven't either. So
But it looks pretty good.
It does look good. So, and I can read just the top here. It says, when country music star Oaken Fox joins survivalist Mike Grizz's new adventure show in the Alaskan wilderness, he just wants to boost his fan base. But when tragedy strikes and Air One Rescue must save them, Oaken wants to quit. Too bad his producer has other plans, signing him on with Air One Rescue as a recruit and making a reality show. So, and then it goes on to talk about how 5 women go missing, and so it sounds pretty good. So
I like his name. That's unique, but
it is
easy to read.
To match him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right. And then another one, Amy Clipston, whom I just really like her books.
Well, she started off the last few books saying, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. It's kind of slow. And then ask her an hour later, and she thinks it's the best book.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm pretty excited. It's Finding You. I hadn't read anything about this before. It says both of them want a relationship, but is beginning it a big mistake. It says on the outside, 27-year-old Darcy Larson is a pretty put-together professional, but inside she's falling apart. 18 months ago, she lost her fiancé in an accident she still blames herself for. After a successful transplant, her kidney disease seems to be in check, but she worries that her future children, if she has any, will also suffer from the same condition. and she's overcome with indecision about finding her birth mother, discovering potentially devastating information, and hurting her adoptive parents. And then it talks about the young man, mechanic Carter Donovan, seems to have everything going for him at first glance: stunning good looks, a wicked sense of humor, and a heart of gold. But Carter's seemingly perfect exterior hides a host of secrets. After a rough breakup and mounting medical bills from a medical emergency that left him drowning in debt, he doesn't feel like the catch everyone says he is. Plus, he's about to turn 30, with no romantic prospects on the horizon. So,
sounds like some pretty deep topics in there.
I think so. Yeah. And then I purchased Meet Me at the Starlight by Rachel
Hawk.
Hawk.
That's what I've been saying. I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, I don't know either. But it says 1987, supermodel Harlow Hayes seeks solace in a quaint Florida beach town to heal from a heartbreak that shattered her entire world. To her surprise, she encounters Matt Knight, a Hollywood A-lister with a bad boy reputation, who has returned to his hometown to help his plucky grandmother, what a word, Tuesday. Oh, his grandmother's name is Tuesday. Save her century-old skating rink, the Starlights.
Ooh, I forgot that's what that was about.
So, pretty excited. 1987. Pretty good year. So, yeah.
All right. So, those were all of the books we got from there. Like I said, I'll link their information below if you want to check them out.
And you can order from them online.
Yep, you can order from their website, and they'll either ship them from the store to you, or if they don't have the book in stock, they'll get it and ship it to you. So, It's pretty nice. We don't have a Christian bookstore like anywhere near us. It's over 2 hours away. So, we used to, but not anymore. So, we really enjoy going there. All right, the next place we went was BAM, Books A Million, and I got 3 books from there. They had a smaller selection of Christian fiction, but I thought they had some pretty good options. So, I had gone there hoping to find a Jamie Jo Wright book, or going on this vacation, I had hoped I would find a book by her. And this one is The Lost Boys of Barlow Theater. I think it came out last year, or maybe 2 years ago, 2023. So this one says, it promises beauty but steals life instead. Will the ghosts of Barlow Theater entomb them all? I read The Vanishing at Castle Monroe last year while we were in Branson and staying in a cabin, and I'd never read Jamie Jo Wright before, and I was scared. So I'm hoping now that I know how she writes, reading this will go a little bit smoother. But the next one is Beyond Ivy Walls by Rachel Fordham. I'm super excited to read this. The Letter Tree was one of my favorite books of the year. So this one is kind of I don't know if it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but there's some of that is woven into the story. It says, a reminiscent of Beauty and the Beast, a recluse and a young woman discover that the scars of life are no match against an act of love. So, her storytelling abilities are just really good.
Really good.
The banter between the characters is usually very good. So, the last one I got is Trust Me by Kelly Irvin. Neither one of us had ever heard of her before. So, this one is about, I believe, this girl's boyfriend gets accused of killing somebody close to her. Yeah. And so he's been in prison for many years, and he gets out, and then that next day, or maybe the same day he gets out, her brother gets murdered, and so he looks guilty again. And so it's all about their relationship and how he makes it through that, and they both make it through it. So
we hope.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never read this author, so who knows what her writing style is like, but I like a happy ending, so I hope it all works out.
I hope so too. Let's see, my BAM purchase was, I think I only had one, was by Robert Whitlow, The Confession. And let's see, I've read one by Robert Whitlow. I think it was called Double Indemnity.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I gave it at least 4.5 stars, I believe.
Okay.
It was really, really good. So I might have given it 5. I'm not sure. But it's a chunker. I don't know. 401.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
yeah, it feels like more than that.
It must be 6 pages.
Yeah. Confession is good for the soul, but it could mean death to an ambitious young lawyer. Assistant DA Holt Douglas has made a career of getting confessions from criminals. With a confession in hand, he knows a guilty plea is soon to follow. In the midst of professional success, Holt is haunted by a secret, a lie he buried in the grave of his best friend. Holt's crime is hidden from all eyes, family, friends, police, and his soon-to-be fiancé. But the truth has a way of coming back to life. So.
Sounds very intriguing.
It does.
Mysterious.
And I think Jeanette from Jane Reads, she's who got me on to Robert Whitlow, and she really enjoys his books. So when I saw this one, well, I had to pick because my pile was stacking up. So I was like, I'll just do one. It's a chunker, so that's the one I picked.
I've never read a lawyer-based book, so I'm very excited because Blue Bloods is my favorite TV show, and if it is anything like that, then I think I'll enjoy it.
Well, I think Robert Whitlow was
a lawyer.
He received his JD with honors from the University of Georgia School of Law, where he served on the staff of the Georgia Law Review.
Okay, so he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So, impressive.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
All right, so the last place we went is called the Apple Tree Mall, and it's an antique store, thrift store. There's little vendor shops set up. It's pretty big. And there's...
Yeah, it's like a machine shed.
Yeah, there's probably 5 different little book shops.
Book vendors, yeah.
My dad is the one that got us onto it. We always used to stay in the vehicle or go to a mall or something while he was in there. And he called us last year while he was in there and said, you guys might want to come check out these books. We're like, okay. Mm-hmm. And we went in there and the rest is history. So he might regret that now, but we don't.
Well, yeah, because he was done in there before we were this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably spent 30, 40 minutes in there.
Yeah.
At least. So, the 2 that I got, the first one is called The Lost Castle. I thought it was really pretty. And this is by Christy Cameron. It says, broken down walls and crumbling stones seem to possess a secret language all their own. What stories would they tell if she finally listened? Ellie Carver arrives at her grandmother's bedside, expecting to find her silently slipping away. Instead, the beloved woman begins speaking of a secret past in castle ruins forgotten by time, of a hidden chapel that served as a rendezvous for the French resistance in World War II, of lost love and deep regret. Each piece that unlocks the story seems to unlock part of Ellie too, where she came from and who she's becoming. But her grandmother is quickly disappearing into the shadows of Alzheimer's, and Ellie must act fast if she wants to uncover the truth of her family's history. Drawn by the mystery surrounding the Sleeping Beauty... Okay, I didn't know that this had Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, I didn't either.
Ties to it. A castle so named for Charles Parlut's... I have no idea if that's how you say that. Beloved fairy tale, Ellie embarks on a journey to France's Loire Valley in hopes that she can unearth its secrets before time silences them forever. So, sounds really good. Never read anything by her that I remember.
Have.
You have?
Pretty sure.
Wait, is this who wrote,
the British booksellers?
Okay, yeah, you did read that, and you liked
Loved it.
Italian Ballerina.
Oh, yeah, I still need to read that.
I read that one and I enjoyed it, so maybe that's not who this is by, but...
Oh, it is.
Okay, yep. So, cool. Even more excited for it. And then the last one that I have is Beauty Among Ruins by Janelle Szalski. That's my best attempt at that. It's a really pretty cover. It's kind of like Beyond Ivy Walls in a way. I think they're the same publisher, Thomas Nelson. So, this one is...
Paper.
Am I what?
And the one you're reading right now, that paper one.
Oh, yeah. The girl from the papers.
It still has that. It has that frame around it, doesn't it?
I think so. This one is set in 1914, and it says, American socialite Lily Durham excels at enjoying herself with little regard for the consequences of her youthful fun. But just after her parents banish her overseas to England as a cure for her frivolous ways, the Great War breaks out and wreaks havoc. She joins her cousin in nursing wounded soldiers.
Oh, dear.
Great. I don't do well with wounds or anything of
medical
that sort.
things.
Where was I? Okay. Nursing wounded soldiers at a convalescent home deep in the wilds of Scotland at a stately but crumbling castle whose layout is more prickly than pleasant. Alec MacGregor has given his entire life to preserving Clinclavach Castle, but mounting debts force him to sell off his family home and history bit by bit. Unable to fight in the trenches due to old injuries and ever feeling the judgment of others, he opens his home to the injured Tommies as recompense. Alec, dark and brooding, is one who keeps to himself, but when a nurse named Lily comes streaming into the castle in a burst of light, he cannot help but step out of the shadows. Lily and Alec are thrown together when a series of mysterious events threatens to ruin the future of Clinclavach once and for all. Though they are different as night and day, can they put aside their differences to find the culprit before it's too late, or will their greatest distraction be falling in love? So,
that sounds really good.
We shall see.
The wordage is a little challenging.
It was, yeah, it has me a little concerned.
Hopefully it doesn't.
It's fairly long, almost 400 pages, so.
Oh, it doesn't look that big.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Well, I've branched out.
Yeah, you did.
At Apple Tree Mall. Did you see that?
Oh. That was a good one. How long had you been thinking that?
I just thought of it when I said that. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm trying to behave. All right. I purchased a Carrie Stewart Parks book, Portrait of Vengeance. And it says it's a Gwen Marcy novel.
Is this the one that we found out is like the fourth one in the series? I think this is the one.
Oh, is this the one that's number 4?
Yeah.
I thought I didn't get that.
No,
okay.
We did.
Okay.
This is it.
Yes, but I looked it up and I think they're standalones.
Okay.
Because Gwen Marcy is the PI, I think. I believe. It says Gwen Marcy has done a good job keeping the pain of her past boxed up, but as she investigates the case of a missing child in Idaho, details keep surfacing that are eerily similar to her childhood traumas. She doesn't believe in coincidences, so what's going on here? No one knows more about the impact of the past than the Nez Perce people of Idaho. I don't know how to say the name in Idaho.
That's all right.
Gwen finds herself an unwelcome visitor to some, making her investigation even more difficult. The questions keep piling up, but answers are slow in coming, and the clock is ticking for the missing little girl. Meanwhile, Gwen's ex-husband is threatening to take sole custody of their daughter. As Gwen's past and present collide, she's in a desperate race for the truth, because only truth will ensure she still has a future. So, like I said, I've never read anything by her, but...
This and the Susan May Warren one are both out of our comfort zones.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, and this one too.
And this one.
I'm gonna let her read all these first for sure.
Yes. We'll see how I do. Irene Hannon, Point of Danger. It says it's a triple threat novel. And is this book one? I think
so. Yeah,
oh, yes, it says up here. Hate mail was one thing. This was quite another. Radio talk show host Eve Riley is used to backlash from her pot-stirring on-air commentary and interviews. But now it seems a disgruntled listener is resorting to more than angry words to express their displeasure. When a suspicious package arrives at her doorstep, Eve turns to law enforcement for help. Police detective Brent Lang can't find any evidence to link the string of unsettling incidents that follows, but he's convinced they're connected. As the harassment grows more menacing, it becomes clear someone wants Eve's voice silenced permanently. But unless he can track down her elusive foe, the gutsy woman who is willing to take risks for what she believes and who is swiftly winning his heart may not survive. Oh boy.
That sounds cute
It does.
and intense.
It sounds kind of like D. Henderson, the O'Malley series, to me, a little bit. So hopefully it is, because I love those. Yeah.
Is that all?
That was all 10 of them.
Woo! We did it.
Yes.
If you would have seen the amount of takes it took for us at the beginning of this to get started.
Yes.
We didn't know if we'd ever get to this point.
No.
So.
No.
Well, thank you very much for joining me. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
Comment down below if you want to see her in some more videos.
Oh,
and
goodness.
don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and today I have a very special guest with me. This is my...
Right, so I'm just really excited to read this book by Kim.